shopping costs you an arm and a leg.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. My name is Malachi J. Matthews, and I am joined, as always, by Hollywood Fletcher.
Hello.
Hello, Hollywood Fletcher. This is Super Tat Film Club.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Now, we've done a bit of action. We haven't touched on much horror recently, or have we? What was the last one we did? I don't know how the order of the things are going out. Last one we did would be Cheerleader Camp.
So yeah, I think I've
Yeah.
I've had enough of slasher films. To be honest.
Cheerleader Camp was not the best film.
No.
We didn't. Between the three of us, none of us liked it.
No. What we need is we need a Corman film. That'll make us better.
A Corman film.
Mm-hmm. Chopping Mall.
1986 horror classic.
Mm-hmm. 1986 as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've got you look like you're raring to go with trivia, Fletch, already.
I am.
Straight
right.
off.
Let's just dive into it, shall we?
Let's go.
So it's a Roger Corman film.
Ooh.
It's not a Roger Corman film. It's produced by Julie Corman.
Mm.
Yes.
Roger Corman, as in the guy who did all the TV stuff.
Oh, he's the king of the tat.
King of Tat.
King of Tat. Originally, it was called Killbots.
Amazing.
Yes, but they changed it to Chopping Mall because they decided the title made people think it was a bit too childish.
Yeah, Chopping Mall is better. It's a play on words.
It's a very clever title.
Very clever. Roger Corman made an amazing series that is on Amazon. I think it's on YouTube as well. The films are on YouTube. They're actually on the list and they are coming up, called Black Scorpion. Mm. It's like a MILF Batman series.
MILF Batman.
He did the Fantastic Four film as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder it's shit.
Yeah. no, the one from the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Which is on the list as well.
Well, that is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a spectrum of Corman, I like to call it. The spectrum of Corman is either completely unintelligible, or actually quite enjoyable schlocky B-movie,
such as today's.
I feel like this is on that end of the spectrum.
Before we get going, I could tell that you like this one.
I did.
I like this one as well. This is almost too 80s. It's another one of those films that is so 80s. Down to the soundtrack, down to the lingo. The lingo is very 80s. And we've got with the typical 35-year-olds playing teenagers. The damn kids.
It covers all the bases. In fact, there's even street punk in this film. Immediately.
Immediate street punk.
The first person you meet, street punk.
Street punk. Robbing. Doing a robbery.
Yes.
In a jewellery theft. I've written it down. Street punk, first thing.
Stealing some jewellery in a shopping mall.
To a banging soundtrack.
The
soundtrack.
This film has an absolutely amazing soundtrack.
He's nicking jewels. The robot stops him.
Robot. So what did you think of this robot then?
Oh, the robots are terrifying.
I thought this whole opening was really good actually.
Yeah.
So he's running away from the robot and he's shooting back at it.
Yeah.
And it shoots tasers at him. Yeah, it tasers him and subdues the criminal, and then it turns out it's an advert.
Yeah. And it says the end of violence in your shopping centre.
That was really RoboCop. That was
very RoboCop.
It was like one of the adverts you got like in RoboCop.
Yeah.
And also, the robots themselves are kind of Ed 209, aren't they?
Yeah, it precedes RoboCop though.
It's 1 year older than RoboCop, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's also, I feel it's got reference to Terminator in it though. So I think the RoboCopness just kind of come by accident because of the obvious similarities between those two films.
Yeah.
In fact, you'll find after the advert finishes, it turns out they're doing a demonstration of these robots, don't they? And they're called Protector 101 models.
Yeah.
Like Terminator.
Yeah.
Terminator 101 model.
Yeah.
So and also the lead lady in it, she's very Linda Hamilton, isn't she? Like in the first Terminator.
Alison, we've got another Alison. There's a lot of Alisons in this.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a little bit Hamilton by the end of it.
Yeah.
She has got a touch of the hams.
Again, Tat mainstay. Ripping off more successful films.
Ripping off more successful
What we
films.
like to see.
So, as Fletcher said, the film starts with a presentation from a company called Securitron. Securitron have got the contract.
That's a strong name.
Strong futuristic names. If you like strong futuristic names, you wait till you hear the name of the mall that they are implementing this new security system in. It is called Park Plaza 2000.
That's both of the futuristic name tools there. You've got putting Tron at the end of something, or putting 2000 or 3000 at the end of something.
Which is what they've done. They've done it ticking the box. It's like they're ticking the box. Street Punk 2000.
That's the Corman way, though, isn't it?
That's the Corman way.
You've got the Corman list of movie tropes. Just go through them, mate.
So they're telling the people who work in the shop, including these two snooty fellas that are at the front, just going, robots. And they're like, what are we going to do? How will they identify, like, non-criminals?
Did you hear what he said?
He said one of them...
The one in the middle
looks
vaguely ethnic.
Yeah.
He was being racist towards these three identical robots.
Well, that just goes to show, doesn't it? The man, he's a bad man.
Didn't die though, did he?
No, he didn't die.
That's the last time we see him.
Never seen again. How do the robots distinguish between the scum of the earth, street punks, heroin addicts, and the nice people, like the racist shopkeepers, the snooty old ladies? And they go, you get ID cards that says racist shopkeeper. You don't get heroin ID cards anymore.
No.
So the robots will be fine. I mean, they only come on after hours. They flip on. The doors, if anything happens, the doors lock down.
Yes.
Everything goes into lockdown.
This is very efficient stage setting as well.
Yeah, it's basically
We've got the
telling
robots.
you.
We know what they can do, and we know that the mall shuts all night
long,
so you can't get out all night. It properly just does. It's so efficient.
Yeah.
Because now that's it. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
That's it.
Montage. Straight into a montage of mall life.
This is a great montage as well.
Yeah. There's a lady trying to get some glasses of Coke out. People are trying to knock into her.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
There's a bunch of bikini models just walking through.
Oh yes, with an advert for the mall, causing the kid to fall down the stairs.
Drop his cake on the escalators.
Yeah.
I feel this is a good example of setting as character.
Yeah. It's a busy mall.
Yeah.
It's like it's a Saturday in any mall. That's what they're trying to purvey.
Yeah.
We meet the interior of a diner. We meet two waitresses, Alison and is it Susie? The other one, I think Alison and Susie.
I'll be honest, I didn't bother remembering anyone's names.
I don't know, but I noticed something here about this cafe that they're in. Did you notice the movie posters on the walls?
Forbidden Empire.
They pulled a fucking Andy Sidaris, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They do this throughout.
Yeah, his own posters.
There's also Corman-related references, though, later on as we go along.
Yeah.
So it's very... And you find the shop names as well are references to the filmmakers.
Such as?
The Pet Shop. Roger's Little Shop of Pets.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cheeky referencing going on in this film.
Easter eggs, riddled with 80s Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So these two girls, they're getting ready to go to a party after work. And one of them's like, I don't really want to go to this party because I don't know anybody there.
Yeah.
And she says, you need to come to the party. It'll be good times to the max.
Good times to the max.
Good times to the max.
That is youth talk.
Well, that's what Roger Corman thinks youth talk was in the 80s.
Roger Corman's about 200 years old at this point, though, so...
Now, what we like in Tat Cinema is robots... And what we like, better than robots in Tat cinema, is robots that become self-aware due to being struck by lightning. Now this is, they get multiple strikes of lightning and it hits the computer command center. It hits the computer command center and there's one man in there looking at a Playboy, timestamp 9:15, first boobs.
Oh.
Looking at a Playboy.
Good work, Malachi.
Yeah. And the lightning strikes, and he's unfortunately for him, he's in a room full of robots that are now, because of the lightning, self-aware.
You see, if this was Short Circuit, he'd become best friends with all them robots.
No, instead, he fires a grappling hook into him.
Yeah, the effects of thunder and lightning on robots
frightening.
is very inconsistent.
Very.
It either turns them into murderous killbots or it turns them into cheeky, happy-go-lucky Johnny Number 5.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Turns them into 3 vicious metal bastards.
With their...
3 jobs worth. That's what it is.
Robo Mall Cop.
Robo Mall Cops, yeah, that's what they are.
Their heads, they have... Like, do you remember... what was the robot?
They're not the best, they're shit Daleks.
What was the robot called in Power Rangers? Ay, ay, ay.
I can't remember his name, but I know
It's
what you mean.
got the same head.
Yeah.
Do you know what they reminded me of?
Shit Daleks.
Do you remember Robot Wars?
Yeah.
You remember Sir Killalot? Because he had the tank, he had the tracks, and he had the clickety arms.
Yeah.
They're
clicky.
Yeah. They're just Sir Killalot, but with Power Rangers robot heads on them.
Have we got any info, any intel on the robots?
What, on the designs?
Yeah.
Well, they made these remote-controlled robots using parts from wheelchairs and things like that.
Well,
It's actually quite impressive.
yeah. Now, the best place, in my experience, when I was a teenager that looked like a 40-year-old, to have a party would be in my uncle's furniture, in my uncle's haberdashery. Now, Uncle Sid has got a haberdashery and he's gone away for a bit. So the employees, one of which being his geeky nephew,
Yeah.
Jock fella, who's 45,
Who has a giant bull neck.
giant bull neck, and the manager of the shop, I can't remember his name.
Jock Bloke is possibly the worst person I've ever seen committed to film.
Why?
Because he's just
He
horrible.
chews his gum. Very.
He chews his gum, and he has catchphrases that he clearly thinks are hilarious, but they're not.
Name one.
One of them is "Bah, bah, 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 bah." What does that even mean? What does that mean? And then they're like, yeah, like I'll sort the beer out, and he's
Yeah.
leaving the shop, and he goes quack quack, and then walks out the shop like, that's not funny. That's not a funny catchphrase, bull neck jock man. I hope you get killed by a robot mall cop.
Yeah. Yeah. But the geeky kid, he's like, look, I'm really worried about this party. I've got to sort this fuchsia out. And Jock Kid says, fuck fuchsia, it's Friday.
Now that's a catchphrase.
That is a catchphrase.
Fuck fuchsia, it's Friday.
Broken down truck outside. We meet R and L. They are a husband and wife handyman team.
Yeah.
DIY, if you will. She fixes the car. And she's like, it starts every time. They get on really well, Fletch, don't they? Husband and wife. On the way to the party. Because it just appears that they're just inviting insiders, like normal people. Like, not that, inviting your friends to your party at your uncle's haberdashery. Like, do you want to go out for a drink, Fletch? Do you want to go out for a drink, Fletch?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll meet you in Clark's. And then we'll finish off, we'll drink a bottle of vodka in Boots.
I'd hazard to say that the whole situation is irregular.
Oh, everything. Everything. Fat Neck Jockman goes to meet his girlfriend at the clothes store.
And her weirdly aggressive dad turns up.
Yeah.
He's so intense, that man is.
Well,
To be honest, I'd be a bit pissed off if my daughter started going out with bull neck jock man.
yeah, he's 45.
He was probably like quack quack. He's like,
Fuck off.
fuck, are you fucking kidding me?
Who's this dickhead?
Who is this fucking not quack quack? Don't you fucking quack quack me, you little fucking cunt. Get out of my house. Oh
God.
Don't you ever fucking go near my daughter again.
So Fletch hates the Fat Neck Jog.
I do.
Oh, God. Alison has decided now that she's going to the party. She's phoned her dad, and her mate's like, you have it easy. My parents would never let me go to a party at the haberdashery. But she is going to the party at the haberdashery, which she says is going to be both bitchin' and bodacious.
Bitching and bodacious.
Bitchin' and bodacious. And she says to Alison, don't worry about it. I've sorted out a blind date for you. The guy is lovely. And then she says this line, hey, babe, it is babe, isn't it? They say that a lot in this, for the first sort of like 10 minutes of the film, and then it's never referenced again.
Corman films aren't known for their stellar writing and dialogue.
What are you on about, Fletch? This is good. This is gold. This is prime.
This is good times to the max.
This is good times to the max. This is bodacious. I'd say this is pretty bitchin', this film. Control Center Man has now been replaced, but the one they replace him with, grappling hook of death.
So they hide the body, right?
They must have done, yeah.
Because the bloke comes in and he's got a...
Marty!
Yeah.
Marty!
He's like, sorry I'm late. I went to the all-you-can-eat and I couldn't resist. And he's got a bag of takeout.
Yeah.
You don't get a bag of takeout from all-you-can-eat.
You do if you're on your way to work.
What kind of cheeky cunt goes into an all-you-can-eat place and just fill up a bag?
I'll have a bag, please.
I'll have a bag. I'm full, but I'll just fill up these Tupperware boxes.
It's after hours, isn't it? It's after hours. They work there. Perks of the jobs.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe yeah. You're not chucking them spring rolls out, are you? I'll have them.
I'll have them. I've got to go and sit in the robot control room.
First night tonight of robots.
So they've hidden the body.
They've clearly hidden the body of the first computer nerd.
Yeah, of pervy playboy computer nerd man.
The party is in full swing now, Fletch. Oh my God, they're dancing. They're dancing hard in the haberdashery. They're dancing hard and they're snogging hard like 40-year-old teenagers.
This is out of control, this party is.
Yeah, it is like it just gets very sexual very quickly, and it turns out that it would appear that it's just sexy time in the haberdashery.
It turns into an orgy.
It turns into an orgy.
So you start off, you've got the first couple in the bed.
Yeah. Then it pans over to the couple.
That's DI wife, that is.
That's
because she's got her sexy lingerie that she showed him.
Oh
earlier.
yeah, showed her.
And
so she's planned it. DI wife has planned this.
Oh yeah, she was totally gonna get laid in the haberdashery. That was her.
I'm gonna fucking DFS you.
Like DFS. Yeah. I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah. How I want it. So yeah, DI wife. She's in the bed, and it pans over to the sofa.
Mere yards away.
There's the other couple, which is Pizza Girl.
Yeah.
And haberdashery manager man.
Yes.
They're getting on the sofa, and he says, "Oh, you smell like pizza. You smell like pepperoni." And she's like, "Oh, sorry." And he goes, "No, I like it."
I like pepperoni.
So then she stands up.
Yeah.
And hums a weird, does a sexy pepperoni dance and takes the top off.
Yep.
And gets back on him. But everyone's having sexy diddler time, apart from the geeks who are watching horror films on TV.
Attack of the Crab Monsters.
Attack of the Crab Monsters, yeah.
Corman.
But it ends up giving her a little bit of a kiss in the end, doesn't they? Because they're like nice. They're not like, I'm not going to... Well, dear old wife, that's fair enough. She can diddle her husband wherever she sees fit. Married.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
That's it. Once you're married, that's it. It's off to Diddletown.
Yeah. Robots on patrol, robots on patrol. I hope they don't find the old man from Gremlins, because it's robots on patrol. Robots are on patrol, Fletch.
Do you mean Walter Paisley?
No, I mean, it's not Walter Paisley. That's not his name.
The janitor?
Yeah. Look it up.
You mean Dick Miller?
Dick Miller, yeah.
Yeah. He's playing a character called Walter
Oh, sorry,
Paisley.
yeah.
Yeah, bit
Dick
trivia
Miller.
for you. Dick Miller plays a character called Walter Paisley in various different films, including Gremlins.
He's not Walter Paisley, he's Mr. Butterman in Gremlins.
No, he plays Walter No, wait. Okay, let me start again.
Don't you quiz me on Gremlins, Bab.
Dick Miller plays Walter Paisley in this film, in Bucket of Blood, another Corman
You've
film.
ruined my bit of trivia.
Why?
Because that was the thing, he was the same person as he was in Bucket of Blood.
Walter Paisley?
Yeah.
That's who he plays, the same character.
Thanks.
He's
Thank you.
also...
Oh, Fletch has to have all the knowledge, does he?
Yeah.
You want to make me look like
He
an
also
idiot.
plays Walter Paisley in other Joe Dante films. So there's your Gremlins link as well.
But he plays Mr. Butterman in Gremlins, is what I said.
Walter Paisley.
Walter Paisley is there mopping, he's working late because he's cleaning up some detritus from a child. You know, yoghurt, a bit of the stuff on the floor maybe. Oh. He's cleaning it, his mates are finished. They've been at the party, but you didn't see them at the party. But they've got beers and they're like, look at this guy from Gremlins still.
Wait, what?
They had beers.
They went to the party?
I'm assuming they did.
Did they just sneak in whilst the teenagers were diddling and just get some of their beers?
Just get some of their cold brewskis while they're getting some
The diddle on.
They're getting their diddles, their haberdasher diddles. Haberdasher diddle-diddle-doo. We do carpets and curtains and fingers and asses. Sorry.
Habadiddlery.
Habba-diddle-doo, sabba-diddle-daddle-doo. And Robot demands to see Dick Miller's identity, and he's like, "Oh, I fucking work here just like you. I'm just like you, Robot Man.
I'm Walter Paisley.
I'm
I
Walter
work
Paisley.
everywhere.
I work everywhere. Have you not seen me in Bucket of Blood or in the other film where I played a different person? Gremlins, yeah, I was in Gremlins." Now the fucking robot knocks his bucket over, and he's like, "Oh, you fucking twat!" And then he just chucks a little wire at him, and he's like, "What's that supposed to do, you idiot?" Yeah. And I tell you what it's supposed to do: electrocute him for sassing a robot.
He gives that fucking robot some sass.
Oh, he does, yeah. Sasses the shit out of him. He gets electrocuted for his troubles.
He's not happy, is he?
No.
And then the robot kills him and says his catchphrase,
which is,
it's
"Have a nice day.
Have a nice day." After it kills everyone. And it's Ed 209 voice. "Love you. Have a nice day."
Fat neck jock man's finished diddling his girl.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I want a cigarette. I want a cigarette." And he says, "I've got some in my drawer in my office, so I'll go and get some."
Yeah.
"I don't want them. I want camels. Smooth camels." So he's like, "Right, I'll go and get you some from the cigarette machine outside because you just want camels." And she says, "If I'm happy, then you get some more boobs."
Yeah. She gets the boobies out. And
gets the boobs out, and he's like, "I'll be back in a minute." Goes down to the cigarette machine, fiddling around with change. Mm-hmm. Oh, I think someone's following him. Someone is following him. A metal security guard of death is following him, Fletch. Peeking around the corner, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going, buddy?"
Yeah.
Ask for the ID. This is when we see the arms.
He shows him the ID, and then he says, "Klaatu Barada Nikto," tells him to go away.
Yeah.
That was first used in The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Right.
For the Robot Man. That was the command to the Robot Man from that. Mm-hmm. Also, what the spell that Bruce Campbell uses in Army of Darkness as well.
As for ID, he shows him the ID, says those words that Fletch said. The robot ignores him, flips its tiny arms in the air, like an excited... What does it look like when it puts his little pincers in the air? It looks all excited, and he's like, "Yeah!"
Yeah, it doesn't look very menacing at all.
No, but it is menacing because fat-necked Jock has had his fat neck sliced.
Fitting end.
Yeah, fitting end.
Quack, quack, motherfucker.
Quack, quack. His girlfriend goes to find him, finds him dead. Now, she gets chased in her sexy pants, and this is where... you get the first bit.
This way, you find it's got lasers on it.
Yeah, it's got lasers. It's not a very good shot, but when it does shoot, because it hits her in the fucking head, it explodes like a melon.
Oh.
There's your budget.
This is brilliant.
Yeah.
That's some quality horror splodge, that is.
It's very good. Quality horror splodge.
Yeah.
Robot has now spotted kids diddling, having a good time, drinking booze, watching horror films in the haberdashery. That is not what you do in a haberdashery. Imagine the fucking cleaning bill alone. In fact, they mention at the start that they've got clean sheets.
Yeah.
Breaks in, shoots the place to shit.
This goes against their programming.
Yeah, just like smashes through the window.
They're supposed to stay out the shops and stay in the...
Yeah, but they've been struck by lightning. Oh. They've become self-aware, Fletch, but in a bad way.
In a bad way.
They've become robot street punk.
Mall cop.
Yeah. Awful situation for these kids. I mean, think of the two control room men. Both of them got grappling hooked. Dragged off.
Stuffed in a closet, I'd assume.
Fella from Gremlins, he's dead.
Yeah.
Fat neck.
Fat neck. He's had his fat neck
sliced.
His
neck sliced like a fucking... like a sausage?
Just like a sausage.
I don't know, I was thinking of a fat thing.
It's fat sausage neck.
Like a big fat sausage neck. His girlfriend, head exploded.
Head exploded from deadly lasers.
From deadly lasers. Now, the kids try to escape and they hide in the storeroom. The mall goes into lockdown, as though we were told at the start of the film would happen in a situation like this.
Yes.
They can't get out. The girls decide they're going to escape through a vent in the ceiling. They go off, but in the melee, the shit Daleks come in, start blowing up the doors, and the boys and girls are separated. Girls in the vent, boys on the floor.
They blow up the door.
Yeah.
With like plastic explosives.
Yeah. They're not
So
very good at getting
these
through
fucking robots are supposed to be like... They're like, so they just kill criminals at the start. Like, no, they have non-lethal weapons like tasers. They've also got head-exploding lasers and fucking C4 explosives on them.
Yeah, like darts.
Who
all
put
sorts.
those in them in the first place?
I don't know.
That's not non-deadly things, is it?
No.
What... Do normal security, like mall cops, do they normally carry around C4 to get to blast off doors and things?
Probably. I mean, those Burger Kings can get pretty rowdy sometimes.
Is it in case of emergency?
Yeah, blow doors off.
Blow doors off.
In case you get trapped in there, blow the doors off.
So more cops have C4 on them.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Pipe.
They're just like utility belts, aren't they?
Yeah.
They've got something for every situation.
They've got everything covered. Pipe panic, Fletch. Jesus Christ, that girl in the pipe is panicking because she's like, I'm in a pipe.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in this pipe.
She's the horror screamer
Yeah.
of the film, isn't
Get
she?
out of the pipes! There's a lot of guns in this sporting goods shop.
Yeah,
The boys
yeah.
go to a sporting goods shop and I think, you're going to get hockey sticks, shit like that.
Well, it's sporting shop, so I assume there'd be like some hunting rifles in there.
But they had a
He
bit
gets
more than that.
like a fucking assault rifle out of there.
Yeah.
Is this what? Have you been to America? Have you been to the States?
No, I haven't, but I don't think it is like that.
I don't. Do they have
In a sports shop.
fucking assault rifles in their sports shops?
What,
Like
enough?
next to the basketballs?
I don't know. I mean, they're proper fucking tooled up.
Yeah.
So much so that they shout, "Let's go send those fuckers a Rambogram." And
Does
they go
someone
out,
say that?
yeah, they do, and they get all tooled up and they go out and shoot the robots. The robots are shit at shooting them. And this is where they
It takes them fucking
takes them
forever.
fucking ages until they throw a gas canister at it and blow it up. Now that girl's still panicking in the vents, trying to get out. She wants to get out. She wants to get out, Fletch. She decides she's going to get out into the tool shop. They get out into the hardware store. Now the girls and the boys are on the same level.
They're making their own explodies,
Petrol bombs.
petrol bombs.
And luckily, this shop's having a special on road flares.
Oh yeah.
One of which Alison hides in her top. Save that for later. That little road flare. In the ensuing melee, didn't fall out. Couldn't see it once.
Well, she's obviously very well supported.
Now the first robot that they destroyed, they thought they destroyed, at which as well, when it's bleeding, one of them
Yes.
says, "What is this?" And manager says, "Robot blood." Obvious.
Obviously, it's.
But that robot lives, Fletch. He lives.
He does a few push-ups as well.
He does a few, and his little crabby hands,
Yeah.
and they get up, and the boys have now got a plan that they are going to make a lift bomb by putting gas canisters on top of the lift, getting a robot in the lift. Hey presto, shoot the canisters.
Yeah.
Robots chasing girls. They throw petrol bombs at it, but they can't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Fletch, because they don't work. They can just drive through the fire,
Yes.
shooting lasers, and one hits Susie, and then burns her.
Oh, she dies. It takes too long.
Yeah,
It
she
took
gets
too
covered in
long,
her
that
own
did.
petrol and just torched while
And
they all
then
just watch her torch.
They all just stand there for a good 30 seconds while she just screams.
Yeah. Horrible. But the boys and girls are reunited. There's no use whatsoever shooting these fucking robot scumbags. They implement the lift bomb. Get the robot in the lift. They're all a really bad shot, apart from Alison. Shoots that canister.
Dad was a Marine.
Yeah, Dad was a Marine. While they're hiding out in the diner, they're like, "Nice shot, Deadeye." That's what we call Deadeye Alison.
Yes, and they're sat in front of the Lost Empire poster there as well.
And the cracks are forming, Fletch. They're starting to panic. "Why did you leave the vent? You were safe." And he was like, "She wanted to come down and help you." And he's like, "Oh." The robot is now waiting. He's like, "They're just going to wait. They're just going to pick us off."
Which one is that? Manager Man?
Manager Man.
Yeah.
They come up with a plan to blow up the main computer because that's how computer evil robots work. Kill the brain and the legs will stop kicking you. So he's like, let's trash the fucker.
He says, let's crash this fucker.
Yeah, let's crash this fucker. Greg is
and then the awesome sci-fi music. That's a really...
It's
really great.
Yeah.
It has that moment of silence where he says the badass line, and then the awesome soundtrack just breaks in afterwards.
Because he's lost it. His girlfriend's dead. His haberdashery shop is fucking burnt to crisp. So he runs up towards the robot, straight up the escalator, and the robot throws him off. And he's dead. He's just dead.
He doesn't see the robot. He gets to the top and then turns around and is like, oh, there's nothing here. And then this giant robot just goes...
pushes him down the stairs.
Like, where was it hiding?
Well, it's a stealth... It's a security guard, Fletch.
Oh,
Come on.
They're well... Have you ever seen a mall cop? They're not the stealthiest.
The two robots chase the kids into what looks like a Debenhams. They shut the shutters, which totally foxes these killer robots.
Yes.
So much so that they're in there for what seems like hours.
Luckily, they have metal cutting lasers equipped on them as well.
They cut really, really slowly.
How much did these robots set this mall back?
A pretty penny. A pretty penny.
This must be a really affluent shopping mall, you know. They must have. Imagine all the other stuff they must have there. If these are the security guys.
Well, look at all the guns that they had. Maybe that's why they need it.
Because
of all the guns.
Because they sell assault rifles at a sporting goods shop.
DI wife is like, look, we need to split up. We need to split up. And they start arguing. And she apologises to geeky nephew haberdashery boy and says, look, and this is an actual line from the film, I guess I'm just not used to being chased around a mall in the middle of the night by killer robots. Which, to be fair, would stress anybody out.
Yeah.
You probably would say a few choice words.
Yeah.
It's in! It's in, Flesh! The robots get in. They form a ruse. A wall of mannequins with a wall of mirrors behind it, resulting in laser death for the robot himself. Stupendous. He wants people, we'll give him people. DI wife and her husband, they run out to fight the robot.
Yeah.
But he's got all electrical. He's got all electrical, Fletch. He's just firing out fucking Palpatine all over the place. Causing both DI wife and husband to die. An electric death. There is only 2 kids left.
He drives the thing into it, doesn't he? Because DI wife dies, and he's like, no,
my wife!
Ruenge! He drives his...
What is it? It's like a Zamboni.
Yeah, just a little shopping centre Zamboni.
Yeah. 2 kids left. They have to find the computer, Fletch. Best time now, they actually heed the advice of DI wife, and they do split up. The robot finds Alison hiding in a stock room, and he gets his little arms out.
No.
And she just screams. While he pinces at her for about 2 minutes while the boy finds his way in there.
With his little shit hands.
His little shitty hands. Now he gives chase to the robot as a distraction, but he throws a fire extinguisher at the robot, which he then returns to him, chucks it at him, and he's dead, Fletch. He's dead on the floor.
It's him square in the chest.
Squire in his chest, he goes down like a sack of spuds and he's dead. Hits his head, blood on the floor. Alison is the only one alive.
Is this where she goes and hides in the pet shop?
She hides in the pet shop because out of all the shops in there, I'd think hide in the pet shop.
This scene, actually, I didn't like this scene at all. I couldn't watch it.
The robot follows her into the pet shop and smashes the tanks of spiders and snakes.
And she's hidden under the shelf with a bag of dog food in front of her face.
Yeah, covered in spiders and snakes.
Oh, and it starts crawling up her arms. There's 2 fucking tarantulas crawling up her arms.
Yeah.
And one just stops on her shoulder, like right next to her face, and I couldn't watch it.
You're not keen on spiders? Or you didn't want to be in a
just
pet...
the thought of one on me, like a tarantula. I know that, it'd be fine, but I can't help it. Look at them.
Yeah.
And she's got snakes on her legs and all.
Snakes, they gravitate towards her very quickly as well,
Yeah,
don't
they
they?
just crawl.
Hungry little critters want to chow down on Alison.
I couldn't watch it.
But she manages to hold it together behind the dog food and covered in
Unlike me, she keeps her shit together and just lies there quietly until the robot.
He leaves, but then unfortunately, scared by a parrot, robot hears it, comes back, causing Alison to hide by hanging off the ledge. Manages to fall on a convenient tent and crawl away.
Yeah. This is good.
It's good, isn't it? It is good.
But this is where the Terminator comparison really comes out.
Yeah, because she's crawling off. Conveniently remembers that she's got a big fucking great flare stuffed down her bra.
Yeah.
She's had it the whole time though, Fletch.
Yeah, she has. And she starts chucking paint all over the floor.
Chucking paint all over, because these fucking tank-wheeled bastards, they ain't gonna get no purchase on a slippy paint, are they, Fletch?
Is it terps as well?
All sorts of, just anything wet. She's like, get the wet stuff on the floor.
And flammable.
Wet and flammable, because she gets that robot in that paint shop. She blows the fucker up.
What does she say?
She says, have a nice day. Robot explodes, paint shop explodes. Alison lives. Just as she's about to leave the mall, she hears someone, hey. She looks up, the geeky kid is alive, and he says, nice shot.
Holding a toilet roll, blue roll to the back of his head.
Yeah. And that's the end of the film, Fletch.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
Oh, how long is this film?
1 hour and 16 minutes.
Oh. Well, brief.
Brief one.
That would. Okay. Well, it was a good film.
It's a good film.
Well, maybe that's why its brevity helps it, because there's no chaff. It's straight to the point, isn't it?
Straight to the point.
There's
You
no
know what's
chaff in
going on
this film.
straight away.
Yeah, and it continues the. Not continues. I suppose it's at the beginning. It's right after Terminator, and you've got the final girl, the woman who lives through the film. This is a relatively new concept at the time, having a woman survive till the end and defeat the whatever it is
monster
without any help. Obviously, 1979 was Alien.
Yeah.
And then after that, you had Silence of the Lambs and Terminator, which is the obvious
Friday the
comparison.
13th.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. So it was kind of a new concept, wasn't it?
So, stars. Would you recommend that people watch this if they hadn't already?
Yeah, this film's great fun. Yeah. This is it. This is a film that you would have a few beers and watch it with your mates. It's just loads of fun.
It's tat.
It's
proper tat.
It's proper. This is a Corman film.
5 stars?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, give it a 5 stars. I think there's only been like 3 films so far in the series that we haven't given 5 stars.
Yeah, well,
that's the
we choose them right.
Choosing them right, but
Most
choosing
of the
them
time.
right. Most of them. Yeah. So, well, that's it then.
It's just dead good.
It's dead good. Go and watch Chopping Mall.